How did banks fund major historical innovations? Imagine a world without trains, electricity, or the internet. It's hard to picture, right? Now, think about how those big leaps forward actually got off the ground. Banks played a huge part in making that happen. They act as the middlemen that connect people saving money with those trying to create something new. When inventors or entrepreneurs need a lot of money to turn ideas into reality, banks step in with loans and financial tools. This process is what keeps markets moving and helps new inventions come to life. Banks provide what's called credit. That means they lend money now, expecting it to be paid back later with interest. This idea of lending money with a fee was a big step forward because it let people with ideas access large sums they couldn't gather alone. For example, during the Industrial Revolution, banks lent money to build factories, buy machinery, and develop infrastructure like railroads. These investments needed millions of dollars, which banks could pull from many depositors. Without this support, big projects like the steam engine or the first trains might never have happened. Banks also helped develop new financial tools. They issued bonds, which are like IOUs that governments and big companies sell to raise money. They also helped create joint stock companies, where many investors pooled their money to share in profits and risks. This made it easier to fund large ventures like overseas trade or colonization. Instead of one person risking everything, many shared the risk, making risky but promising projects more feasible. Risk sharing was another key role banks played. When many investors bought shares in a new invention or enterprise, they spread out the danger of failure. If a new technology or business failed, the losses were shared among many, not just one person. This encouraged more investment in risky but potentially groundbreaking ideas, like early electrical inventions or new transportation methods. As capitalism grew, banks and industrial companies often became closely linked. Banks didn't just lend money, they also influenced which projects got funded. This close relationship helped steer innovation toward what the market needed and wanted. Central banks, which are like the main banks for countries, added stability. They managed interest rates and money supply, making sure there was enough credit to keep innovation flowing without causing economic chaos. Throughout history, major innovations like the steam engine, railroads, electricity, and telecommunications were all financed through bank loans, bonds, and stock markets. Banks' ability to evaluate risks, pool resources, and lend large sums made these huge projects possible. They provided the financial backbone that turned ideas into reality and helped push the world forward. So, in simple terms, banks funded big innovations by providing the money, tools, and stability needed for entrepreneurs and inventors to develop new technologies. Without banks acting as financial partners, many of the advances that shape our lives today might never have happened.